So picture this. A spectator thinks of a card in the deck. You never touch that deck. And yet you reveal the exact thought of card with uncanny accuracy. Now this isn't mind reading, but it feels like it. Let's break down the Telepathy Plus, which is a classic miracle from the Royal Road to Magic book. Okay, Phoenix, I've had some success with mind reading. I can like identify objects that are in people's minds, you know, that type of stuff. I'm gonna have you take the deck of cards here, if you would, please. Just give it a quick shuffle. It doesn't, nothing great. It doesn't have to be anything special. I just want to make sure that we have some random cards on top. Okay. Good. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything special. Just make sure there's random cards on top, okay? What I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you hold the deck in your hand, and I'm gonna have you deal one card face up. We're gonna do 5 cards, but here's the trick, okay? I wanna make sure that there's no repeat numbers or no face cards. Okay, so just roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just wait one, even if it's a repeat, we'll pull it out if it is, okay? Okay, I'm gonna have you pull that one out. We'll just put this on the side over here. And okay, so that's 5 random cards, all right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have you just put the deck on top of this card right here, please. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn around. And I want you to visualize one of these cards, okay? Normally what I would do is I would have a person next to you, but we don't have too many people in the audience today. So I would normally have another person next to you, you just kind of let them, whisper to them what the card is, okay? But for the sake of this, this presentation here, I want you to actually not move the card that you're thinking of, but I actually want you to put your finger over the top and then kind of go like this so the camera can let us know which card it is, okay? So I'm gonna turn around here and I want you to visualize, you know, what card you're thinking of and all that stuff. Because again, this is a mind reading thing. I wanna see if I'm good at mind reading. All right. Okay, did you point at the card for the camera?
I did indeed.
You did, okay, and you did not move any of the cards at all. They were still in the same spot, right?
Same spot.
Okay, so that way I can't tell which card is which that you're thinking of, right? Okay. So again, this is a mind reading trick. So my goal is to try to deep dive into your psyche and see if I can really figure out which card that you are thinking of. Okay. This is gonna be tough. I can tell you that already. This is gonna be tough. Okay.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
You think I do, huh?
Mm.
Oh man. All right. Okay. Oh. You think? I really do. Really? That's what you're thinking of?
What?
Really? You're thinking of that card? Okay. Really? Okay. So let's go with this one. Let's give it one more final shuffle. Okay. You picked a card out. Mm-hmm. There's no way that I could tell what card it was. You pointed to the camera and said which one it was, right?
Yep.
Okay. Did I have any clue, indication of anything that happens with what card you picked out? Okay. Can you at this time reveal what the card was?
2 of diamonds.
2 of diamonds. Okay. That is interesting because I actually knew that. Okay. Because I put the 2 of diamonds specifically in a position in this pack. And I will tell you that it's 2 cards down from the top. 1, 2. Was that your card, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing? I can actually read your mind. You're very mind-reading worthy. By the way, if you want to take your practice to the next level, I put together a card magic practice journal. It's a simple system that helps you track sleights, tricks, breakthroughs, and even audience reactions, so you can see your progress and stay consistent. I use it myself every day, and it's made a huge difference. You can grab your copy in the link in the description. Now let's get back to it. Okay, let's show you step by step how this trick is performed. So you give the deck to the spectator, have them shuffle the cards. It doesn't matter at all. You're just, again, just proving that, you know, the deck is random, that there's no special order to it. Have them do some overhead shuffles, some riffle shuffles, whatever they're comfortable doing, whatever they want to do. And what you can do is have the spectator turn top 5 cards, tell them that they need to be different. They can't be any repeat numbers, and they can't be any face cards. So we have a face card here, just have them pull it out, put another card in its place. There's a 5, it's a repeat. 9 is a repeat. King is a face card. We'll get it on that too, okay. We're just gonna take these cards, we're gonna throw them aside. We don't need them, okay. You're gonna talk to them and you're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna turn it back so that way I can't see what you're doing. But I want you to pick one card, I want you to memorize that card. Let's say they picked 6 of spades. It doesn't matter. Any of the 5 cards, it does not matter, because what we're doing here is we're going to get them in specific orders, so that way we know. But let's say they picked a 6 of spades here. What you're going to do is you're going to take all the cards, you're going to flip them upside down, so that way you say that, hey, okay, I'm going to try to read your mind, blah, 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 and I'm going to predict a card that you chose. So remember the order cards now from this order over. And a good way to remember this is take the first 2, make it at one number. So 59 and then 627. 59, 627. 59, 627. That's what you're kind of running through your mind as you flip them over. So 59, 627. And even if you forget the order while you're doing that, you can just double check. Hey, I'm looking to see. I'm trying to figure out which one you took. So remember, it's 59, 627. So it doesn't matter if you do that. It's not going to be out of place. Okay. Now remember, and I'm going to take these here and turn this so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. But 59, 627 is what we had. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the highest card first. So remember, this is upside down. So we're looking through and you go, okay. And when you pull it into the deck here, make sure that you're looking at them like you're trying to figure out what card they have. So remember, that was a 9. The next highest card here is going to be a 7. So what I want to do is I want to get this in order, the deck in order, so that the 9th card down is going to be that 9. The 7th card down is going to be that 7. So what you're going to do is you're going to run one card. So you can think of this as 9, 8, and then 7's over here. So we're just going to in-jog, shuffle off, and we're going to do that thumb break again, that video up on top there. It will lead you how I just did this in jog and shuffle off back to the top here. Okay, so now we're going to pull the next highest card, which is a 7. Okay, remember that's upside down, so we're just going to pull it, look at them, put it on top. So remember, that's a 7 here. Our next highest cards will be a 6. So we don't have to put any cards between that 7 and that 6. So we're just going to go right away to that in jog, overhand shuffle. Okay. And undercut and shuffle off to the top there. Okay. And then remember, that last one was a 7. Our next highest is going to be at 6. So again, we're just going to take that 6. We're going to put it on top. No cards in between because our next highest is 5. So hopefully this is making sense. So we're just going to in-jog, overhand shuffle. Okay. Shuffle down to the top of that card. Okay. You're going to look at them, try to mind read them, take that 5, put it on top. Remember, these cards are upside down when we're doing this. So if we get a 5, the next one's going to be your 2. So that means we actually have to put some cards in between. So we had a 5, we got a 4, a 4, a 3. Now the 2's on the table, so we're going to in-jog, overhand shuffle. Okay, and this time we're just going to undercut and throw on top. We got the 2. Now we have to put the 1 on the deck. So let's overcut, run 1 card, shuffle it off. Okay. And again, shuffle it off down to those cards. Okay, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna ask them, hey, what was the card that you thought of? This is the first time we're gonna reveal it, and they'll say whatever the card was. Remember, just say the 6 is what they say. So just say, hey, would you be amazed that if I took that card, because I knew the one that you had, and I put that 6 cards down, you know, so you would go, don't show them the top 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and then your 6th card is the 6 of spades, you know, and then blah, 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 patter, patter, clap, clap, and that's what happens there. So the practice routine for this trick is, remember, we learned this in 7 days here, and this is kind of what I did. So the first 2 days is going to be your patter and your directional type thing. So you're going to be directing that audience member to do whatever you need them to do. You know, in this particular trick, it's flip over top 5 cards. So you're going to work on your patter and work on getting that down. Days 3 and 4, we're going to work on memorizing those cards and then actually doing the running of the cards. And again, once we get to 500 members here, I will show you specifically how we do the drill in even more detail than we did here in this video. And then days 5 and 6, you're going to work on putting both the patter and that memorization and running cards and overhand shuffles together. And day number 7 is presenting to that person. Now, this is one of the strongest thought reading effects that you can do with nothing more than a borrowed deck. Remember that it's simple, it's direct, and it blows people away if you do it right and you set it up right and you get that you know, that mental thought connection with the person there. If you want to see more thought-blowing, mind-blowing discoveries or tricks that we are doing here on the channel, make sure you click that link on the right-hand side there. That'll bring you to the playlist of tricks that we're actually using on my card magic journey here. But anyhow, my name is Joe. This is my card magic journey. Let's make it yours too.